Okay, good evening. So we're gonna make a weekend stream now, and it's been a little while since last stream, and I want to show off what I've been working on after the last stream. I've been making some quite big changes, I think, and maybe I'll also do some stuff on the stream, but I'm also a little bit tired, so let's see how much we're gonna do today. But yeah, like one big change is that I think maybe last stream or the stream bit before that I presented this PS4 dash thing as an option, and I tried to take it into use, but it wasn't really working out. But I think I've now I have it in use, and maybe this at the moment there's like only two things that I'm using from this. So this is basically just kind of like adds more stuff that you can do with your dashboards, or kind of like that make it more make it more like a web page type, or have like more more stuff that is like this kind of like option things and whatever. And yeah, and yes, so what I've been using from this is like, first of all, like there's this button for night mode here in the top right. So this is pretty cool that they have this kind of thing, and it's also possible to set it to dark mode by default, which is cool. And I think the biggest thing that I've been talking about and that is nice is that I now have this this kind of accordion things that is open and close when you click them, and this helps in a case that like well maybe this is a bad example right now, because I've also cleared up some of the stuff that used to be here, so this is maybe a little bit like not so, but there's gonna be like tons more options coming. So when you go like or when you in a web browser, like it's more usually more like this you have like that you don't have so much height. So now that you go here, you cannot it's hard to keep track of the graph at the same time when you're making adjustments here. So what this does is that like I can minimize these settings here, and then I have this one up here, and I can make the changes so that I can instantly see the result in the graph. So yeah, this is and I think like this is well worth like maybe some compromises that might be ahead with this PS4 dash. Like there might be some things that that are not compatible, like that are in the base Shiny, that are not compatible with this, or like some other extensions that are not compatible. And yeah, but there are some other things that I might consider like using from here as well. And now I'm also like thinking like, are these accordions here, like is it clear enough for the user that you can like make this smaller? Like would it be could I add some kind of like a sign here, or kind of like indicate somehow better that it's possible to make changes? I'm not sure. Yeah. So, and the other thing that I've been like working on is that, and which is not really working at the moment, is so I've been wanting to have like this hover option. So now it flashes a little bit there, and then it disappears. It's somehow like it should be so that when you hover this thing here, hover the kind of like the cursor here, it would like let's see. Okay, now it's also like let's see, we go here. Yeah, it's also like it's not always showing what I want to see here. It has to be, yeah, but it flashes those like the number or the kind of like name and number for each of those variables that's in the bath, but it's only just flashes there, and so yeah, I have some issue there with the code, probably that's not really, and yeah, it's you do it with this kind of like near points thing, so it kind of like recognizes the y variable, and or it recognizes kind of like the spot where the value is there, and then it uses that to pull out those values that are close to that. But there are some issues there. I'm not sure if I want to go into that stuff today, because it's rather complex and it might be a little bit boring. And the third thing that I've been doing is I made it so that like these budgets that you're seeing here now, like this total emission budget, for example, or like yeah, if you go like okay, let's take some normal. It's also feeling a little bit slow now. I wonder if it's because of this hover thing or whatever, but yeah, now if you have like this budget, for example, now you see that like it's not 1150 here in the actual budget anymore, but it's something here like 1074, and that's because like this budget is from the start of 2020, and now that we have like to implement this plan, we have a year 2022, and if we had the year 2020, okay, it doesn't work. Wait a minute. It's increasing. Is it increasing? What's happening with the budget? Somehow this is also like very slow now. Okay, if we go this way. Okay, it is decreasing as it should be. But yeah, because like here it is assuming that we are consuming the budget at the rate that's the last emissions in the data. It's like 2020 emissions, but it should, like, if we are here, this should be like now 1150 and not I wonder what's the issue here. Like, it's not working for some reason. Like, how much are we missing? I'm guessing well, at least the idea is there at the moment already, but yeah, I don't know. So maybe I've somehow taken too much of the budget away. Like here, it's okay. How much is it missing? It's missing like 76. Okay, that's okay. It's missing 2 years. I've taken like 2 years. Okay, because 38 multiplied by 2 is 76. So this is missing like 2 years more than it's supposed to. Wait a minute. This is 424. Okay, but this seems to be normal. Like, this is missing. 2021 is missing 1 year as it should. 2022. Yeah, these work normally, but 2020 is for some reason it's not working properly. I wonder where I did this. But the general idea here is that now the it takes into account that okay, some time has been passed since the IPCC had this evaluation that it's it's like this amount of like gigatons or whatever since the beginning of 2021, like kind of like adjust the budget. I could also like one thing. I'm not sure if I have this in the list or kind of like in the to-do list, but I'm gonna add it at least here now. That like I think I probably have this, but possibility to use without carbon tax stuff. So, and the motivation here is that it's nice to play around with just the emission scenarios, like you can like make this kind of like very like play around with like how long does it take to, and what kind of like emission reductions is needed to reach the net zero and whatever. Okay, here again like make note that land use sector is affected by tax level. But yeah, let's see where we have like where we have the issue. Okay, there's this year budget is numeric sum of net emissions in the, so this is the sum of net emissions in these intermediate years, so years between the 2020 and year like for example 2022. So why is it so wrong? Like why does it calculate it so wrong when we like it's kind of like it adds it instead of like it adds the 2 years instead of like, I think this has to do something with this some of these signs are probably like negative or something. Yeah, I'm gonna maybe look it later. But yeah, maybe like one thing that I could do now is like what I also like meant to do sometime before is like some sensible like starting values. And this is what I also noticed right away, that I think I want to add here like larger linear increase in this carbon price, like, or possibility to add like larger linear increase here. So just like put like maximum to like 60 and maybe start at 20, because I know this for example, here if we have like very small budget, and it might be that like okay, let's have the smallest budget here. We have like a 400 gigatons of budget, and we're gonna want to be like carbon free, like or it's gonna like natural path could be that it's like by 2050. So in this case, I think that we reach 850 euros per ton by 2050. It might be too small amount. Here, even if we put it to like 40 euros per ton, like that might be quite too small also. So I wonder if I should just put here like 100. I think it's also like I should play around maybe a little bit with like how. So we should have here like now 100. Yeah, now. Okay, it's somehow it also remembered how much budget I put here. So we put here now. Again, we have like the 2050, and now we go all the way up to 100. So that would be like the annual, or the tax rate in 2050 would be 2,800 euros per ton. So that's quite a lot. And but I don't think it's totally unrealistic to have so high value either. And also like this would be like the highest amount. Like this also like what I'm kind of like thinking about doing is that should I have here like the peak carbon cost and dividend here. So there would be kind of like a line going. So here's like something like year like 2030 or something. So that's when the average contribution per individual would be the highest. And if you look at this, then you could say that it's gonna be something like 2,000 euros per year on average, what people are paying and receiving. So, and that's also like that's not. I don't think that's too much either. Like in a grand scheme of things. It's also like what's a little bit like jarring here is like because the scale is living or the scale is kind of like flexible to the user, it kind of like brings this like dissonance here that like even if you change here, the graph doesn't seem to change, but the numbers, it's kind of like the numbers change here. So there's few things that I've been thinking about doing here, like and maybe it would help like to have like more numbers here so it's kind of like easier to notice that something is changing, and that also helps like to the user is often interested in kind of like peak values, like what's the highest that's gonna come. So so could be that you draw the line here, and then you have here the value, and then you have in the parentheses the year that the value is applicable to. Okay, I'm just like playing around. So if you have more, yeah, if you have more, you don't have to reduce the emissions so much. If there's more of this land use emissions coming up. But yeah, let's make some base values here. I have this here, so I wonder if this is too gray for you to see, but I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna uncomment this now. So the start and end year, so here I was thinking for the first scenario it would be this 1.5 degree scenario. It would be also, yeah, like this is what I also have to think about, is like how many of these scenarios do I want to I could have like 4 scenarios, and then you would have the option to kind of like have more, I don't know, have like the customization option to have some intermediate scenarios or something. So I think the P rate is the, yeah, it's the percentual increase rate. So if we have it, okay, yeah, here if you have it at 10, so I'm thinking at the same thing now, like how high is this gonna get? So obviously this seems too small. Annual percentage increase, like I don't know what I was thinking with this scale, like why would I have like just 0.1? Like I should have, I think I'm gonna start off with having like the same scale here. I think it helps if I just comment these out. So like here, like if we put this to like 10, so it's gonna increase 10% every year, we would end up like 144 euros, and that's really nothing. So okay, so let's put here 100, and we have a minimum of 1, and we increase it by 1 again, and maybe like have like a 20 as starting value, and here for this scenario we would have okay, let's try to run it. Okay, it goes to sheet. I have to comment this out. Let's try again. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. If I have to keep doing this. I think it has to do with, oh yeah, because there's too much, some of these like there's just equal signs, and if I just put like something here, it wouldn't give me the error anymore. But I don't think I want to do this. But yeah, here now we have a lot more realistic. We go like, if we go to maximum, so here we put 2050. Okay, it gets a little bit, okay. Okay, it's not realistic after all. So we go to like it would be 2 billion per carbon ton, so it's not actually, it's not good. So let's see. Yeah, it's like it's 100% every year. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking there either. So so maybe the same kind of thing would be here. Like we could aim to have like a little bit similar. So what if we have 10 is like that. So what if we have 20? It goes there. We could have 30. I don't mind having like 12,000 or $15,000 per Let's have like at least 30 for now. Or actually, like I think we have to go a little bit overboard with this stuff. Like we have to make this. So here, if we have like 123,000, and this would amount to 63,000 per year. Yeah, whatever. We can go like, this is not. Yeah, so what if we change now to linear and we go to max? I don't think we're not even close 2000. Yeah, this is not so ambitious. So what if we go 200? Is it again this? Yeah, it's again that. What if I just put everything from here? I think like that. Scenario rep 1.6. Okay. No, objects were not found. Maybe we have to have. Yeah, I think we have to have just like this. Just trying to get rid of this error thing. Okay. Okay, now I'm just giving up here again and just commenting this out. And okay, so now let's see, like we have the kind of like the maximum scenario, and then we put 40. Okay, this goes to like some very crazy number, but if it's only like until 2050, so I think this is not like too crazy, but it's not linear. Wait a minute, yeah, 200. Yeah, okay, this is like I could put here like 1,000 easily. I think like this would only be like 3,000 euros per person per year, so it's not. It's not crazy. So we just put here 1,000. Like that's a nice even number, I think. Linear, and then we go to 1,000 and 2050. Yeah. So this would increase 1,000 euros a year. So yeah, this is 28 years. So it's kind of like extreme case. Yeah, maybe it's not so. I'm wondering like about the usability now. It's quite hard to move, like, because it would be good that you could move this with a bit more precision in the lower end here. So this kind of ruins it. And I wonder if there's I think like one choice here is of course that like have option to set manually outside so outside of this slider range. So yeah, that could be but what would be a realistic? I'm gonna put this smaller? What if we go like 400 here? Just going like obsessed with that. So it would be like a bit in line with the. So it's a step is 1. I think one kind of like euro minimum step makes sense. So here we go. Let's try again. Yeah, I think this could be enough. Especially if you have the manual setting as well. So I'm thinking like here, is it easy to just, I don't think it's still like easy enough to just go like 1. Maybe it is. It's a little bit annoying, but I don't know. So what would be real? I think that like you have something that's realistic value, and then we set that as the maximum for the first one. Like how high do we get? What if it was like 50 euros? So this would only lead up to like, if you look at here, like it would like the dividend would be at its highest like 726 per person. So I don't think, yeah, but if I'm gonna go back to 100 and so here, and then we go able to like 4, I think what I was discussing 40. Here maybe 50. Yeah, I'm gonna like use this for now. So where do we go? Okay, here. I'm gonna take this out from the comments, and so 50. And so what would be the equivalent here? Okay, it remembers it like 1410, so here 20. Yeah, it could be 20. That's pretty close. And it's kind of like good here that this number is bigger, because it has to maybe overachieve a bit in the end there or something. So this could be 20. I don't know. Maybe I should lower the scale up. I'm also like starting to think that this type of, or this shape of carbon tax is like it's a bit unrealistic. But maybe it could be good in a sense that because with this one, I think it has like I think it works with this kind of political dimension of getting this thing accepted. So it's because it's not so bad in the beginning. So what we have here, let's see if it tells us 100. What year is it? 2036, 2035. We had 100 euros basically by 2035. So that's, you don't have to make the changes so quick, but you're gonna like, you know that okay, it's gonna change here, so that gonna like drives the change, but there's no like so big immediate effect here. I could also what if like possibility to make hybrid price scenarios, so that would weigh X% linear and Y%, or like 100 minus X% percentual increase. So you would get to choose both of those, because it might be realistic that scenarios, it is something in between these two different types. Okay, but let's go to the next scenario. I think now was there something? Okay, you have to also decide like what's the, how much are we gonna have these land use emissions? So what would seem realistic here? If we have 6, like I think here like one thing is that how much time, like how fast can we change the choose the shape. Okay, there's also, you have to have the shape for the emissions, and that's okay. That's it's a okay. I was thinking this a little bit wrong, because it has to be the kind of be like the, all of these things have to really work together for this to work. So what if we have like very big, yeah, yeah, this is kind of like also where it's a little bit hard. Okay, let's try the percentual drop. Okay, this produces like better looking graphs, I think, or like it's better looking in relation to what we get from let's have like 8. So what if we have very big? Okay, we tried it already, like but I think it has to be quite a big negative emissions in this case. But here it comes again, like what's realistic to assume here. So can we assume something like 9 or 8? And here like the speed at which the change happens, it's like super fast. So is that realistic at all? And it kind of like you have to like compare it to it with like what's the cost of. But maybe this is realistic. Yeah. What if we just put 10 here? Then it's also one other thing is that like do we have to make some assumptions, like, because this is kind of like the end point of my scenarios is the year when this neutrality is reached. And starting question here also that a little bit, because like do we have to assume here that like can we like upkeep, can we keep up like a sink that is like 10 gigatons, like can we keep that up annually, or like do we have to like then keep going here? But I wonder, like, does that add too much complexity to the model, like because if we make these land use emissions separately, is there, is it then too hard to figure out also, like, is like what to do with like budgets then? Like then it would be so that then land use emissions have to be so great that the budget is never, yeah, I don't know, there's I gonna like the simplicity here, so okay, let's just put 10 here. Okay, so this would be the shape of the emissions curves. So they would end at 10. I wonder if that's a little bit high actually. So what if we have like 9, 8? Okay, let's try 8. So then we see like what's the realistic. So if we have here, we would have 20, and this would be 50. 1,400, 1,600. Okay. Maybe it's still quite fun. Yeah. Let's take the next scenario. So here I think we wonder if we just should go like all the way to 2060 or something like, and I think the land use emissions are gonna be lower. And this seems pretty cool. Like here, where would this be at? Okay, so it would be at 10 in 2050, so kind of like on the way there. I think yeah, it's kind of like the emission. Oh yeah, we have to go back. We have to figure out this one. Okay, but I think I was thinking about the linear drop. Yeah. Yeah. But here I think the price has to be, in the first one, the price has to be this one. So what was the Relight storage? It's both are okay. So it's the opposite that we have here. So this should be relative and this should be linear, this price thing. At least I think I should use better words here. I'm gonna use some different words now. So linear. So this makes it easier to understand what we're discussing here. So, and we're gonna change this here. Central as okay, then I have to choose if these are used anywhere else. Yeah, here. Okay, any more? Oops. Okay, let's take the same thing for this one as well. No. Okay. So now can we go to the next one? So this one. So yeah, here I was thinking something like this. And I think we might want to end up in the kind of like similar situation. But so we could have like 45 here if this is chosen, and I don't know if the 15 is pretty cool. Okay, but I think there's gonna be a huge difference. Yeah. Yeah, we have 20. Can I have like 17 here, for example? 17% a year. Okay, now we need to go a lot further here. We could go like 2080 or something. For the neutrality year. I'm gonna go back here, also check one thing. 2055, and if we have linear price, and it's at 45. I was thinking like what kind of stuff do we get here? So this would the price would top at something like 1,300. Or no, the dividend would top at something like 1,300. That seems pretty low. Well, actually, let's see. So, is there something going on here? No, I think it's correct. That's like 0.71. Yeah. Okay, this is a little bit tricky, this per capita emissions, because if we want to show those, we have to. It has to be relative to. Oh. Okay. Yeah, okay, we went back there, but okay, it's probably fine, everything. Okay, let's go back here. So if you have like 2080, and I'm thinking like, what if we have 6 here? Or could we go like lower? Because I think there's a thing here that if we lower, so what if we go even more this way, and then we have something like 7. Okay, that's not very nice. I think I want to have it more even. I'm not really satisfied with any of this. Like, this is not gonna be good. Like, here we go. It's gonna has to be something like this, I think. 6, 5. What if we had linear emission drop? Just like searching some nice combinations here. I don't think that I think I always have like I think I'm always gonna like the percentual drop a lot better because it makes like more sense, like the dynamics make more sense there, but I think like I might have to make a linear drop to somehow keep this sensible, but I could make this smaller. So what if I now have okay, now I think this something like this. I think something like this looks pretty good. Just like wondering like what if we play around with this at the same time. Or I don't know, maybe larger. This would be like 5. This looks pretty cool. Okay, then I'm thinking about like what would be the, could we now have like the percentual decrease on it, and where would we set? So what do we have here? Okay, please tell me. Oh, we have to probably go here. No. Come on. It's always flashing, so I 33 euros here at 2038, but that could make sense actually. And I kinda like that the combination of these lines together, that for to achieve a linear a linear decrease, you kind of like have to ramp up the tax quite a lot, or it has to be this kind of like ramping up price. Yeah, I'm gonna do this for this one. So okay, here was 2055, and we have 5 year, and we have here linear, and here percentual, and we have rates. So now it's percentual, so 9 here, 9% per year. It's still pretty something. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's still like I'm a bit conflicted here. Go like 15. I think we can go even lower. I think we're gonna, yeah, 590 euros per ton. I don't think that's too weird. Yeah, I think this could make sense. So we would have 10 here, and I think I'm gonna have like a linear here as well, and I think I just want to have those at some point, have those different shaped curves for the emission prices and whatever. Okay, let's do one more. So this one has the most budget, so I think we can go here until 4 gigatons, and we can go, could we go all the way up to 2100? Would it be nice? And if we go even lower here, like that. And we can go 556 maximum. And what did we have maximum last time? I think something like this. I think. So this would be kind of like the carbon dividend would peak around 500 euros per person. Thinking about these peak things, like I wonder if this is like the only thing is that's gonna peak in there. Of course, like if there's this individual stuff, that's also. But I could have here on top, like the number here on the top, if needed. Okay, let's have these values. So 4 here. Okay, let's have the 2100. Or should we leave like it? It could be nice to have like 2090, so we would leave something there. So how does this play out? Okay. So what we have, like 6 here. So what if we had the percentual increase? It would have to be considerably less than 6. So what if it would be like 5% a year? Yeah. How big do we have in here? Would this make sense? 43. That could make sense. Could we get rid of half of our emissions by 2030, 2040 if we had something like that? Maybe. Okay, what do I have this scenario here for? Data frame names. So we have the names here. Rep1. I think it is, yeah, it's because there's so many of these, so so these are the values, and then we have the scenario number. So yeah, maybe this works like that. I'm just using some, like the base here is from something else. So you get this together. Yeah. And then we have to have somewhere here something that recognizes those things and updates based on those. So here I have to kind of like observe eventing. Gonna check out some other code how it was done. So we might get to implement it today actually. So let's see. It's gonna be so element here. So we need this kind of thing, and here what we are changing are these, and they are these inputs. So it gets a bit complicated now, but so I wonder if this gets if this gets tricky, like we have because here we have like the double values. Oh, let's see. Okay, we're gonna take out these and have these instead. I could also have here, I think, I wonder if I could have like some kind of like input list or something like that. We should also probably have 2023 as the starting year. Okay, so if we select the scenario, we update the slider so that we take the value from this data table that we created here. So this is basically this kind of scenario data table. And we look at the scenario and look at this name, and then we take the value. Oh, wait a minute. Is okay? Yeah, maybe it's not nothing. So yeah, this is maybe a little bit tricky, like, because is it different for this one? I wonder what kind of let's try to run this. Okay, 6 and 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, is it because there's 2 years here? Let's try. Oh, no. Oh yeah, this is bad. I don't okay, it's solvable, but I don't really know how to solve it at this moment. So that's pretty nasty. Okay, let's take this out for a while and just run this and oh yeah, okay, I think I had I'm gonna take this out for a while now. Things doesn't work. I'm gonna make it a little bit nicer or cleaner. So yeah, the year thing it's causing some issues. So take this out, run, and we get the thing. And yeah, because it's complaining that the 6 and 7, because there's two here. There's 2 numbers here. There has to be 2 years. What if we just have we have year? What if we have year 1 and year 2? So we don't have these. and we would have here also, we would have to have here also, okay, let's make like alternative scenario here. So you have year 1, and year 2. Okay, why do we have this weird? Okay, yeah, some weird values here. Okay, I don't know. Okay, year 1, year 2, then we have 7 of these, then we have here, yeah, year 1, year 2, blah blah blah, that brings that, but then we have here, where do we have the thing, this one, it would have to be, I don't know if this works like this at all, because value, there's 2 values. I just wonder, can I somehow put the 2 year, can I have same name? I can have the same name, but does it understand that these 2 values here? Let's see again, like how the UI handles it. So we have those 2 years. Yeah, here's the start year and carbon neutral year value. Well, here it's like this. See. I'm gonna actually try this thing first, that we have like this. So we have 2 of these was here. So can it tell which one to use? Can it put multiples there? Okay, take these out. We have 7. I should like also maybe first try this without year thing at all. Okay, here. Now we only have here like once. So observe update value is okay. Okay, it doesn't really. Okay. Let's take this out and run. 45 is not a list. Data must be a data frame. Does this has to be a data frame? I don't think so. Or maybe it does. think so. But it has to be inside. I'm wondering if the problem is that it's not inside. Is the first. No. Data must be a data frame, not a list. Okay, let's see if what comes out of this. Does it run this? Okay, we have here something like this, and it looks as it should look like. So that's not the problem. Is the problem here somehow? Let's try to remove the year one from here so we don't update the year. If this helps. No. Input scenario. Scan BS. Yeah, this has to be data table like it's here, like data table now. Nums is y. Okay, actually wait. Function. Is this enough? To have all the pieces here? I think so. Yeah. P rates. These are the emissions. Update slider inputs. Oh, all of these are not sliders. I wonder if that could be the issue. So what if we have, let's see which one of these are sliders. So let's take that way, because in the last project that I did, like all of them were sliders. So actually these three are sliders. So let's try to reload. No, it didn't help. But this is also like one thing that update sliders as blah 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 input function I. This is slider, but is it a okay? But it doesn't matter. This is a slider, and these are sliders. Input scanner. Observe input scenario. Okay, here I think this may not be a scenario. It's budget. It's input budget. But let's. Yeah. Okay. It's a different name than before. So input budget. Scenario is input budget. No. I don't know. I don't know what's the issue. Data must be a data frame. Okay, let's try to remove this altogether. Oops. Like, do we still get the error? No, it's something to do with this one. The scan base. value. Error in 45. Can I check something else here again? Here, I don't think they have. No. Hmm. Rep 2 7 times, rep 4 7 times. Those years. I think this should be fine. Like, or oh, wait a minute. Maybe I have to set those reactive value things. Let's try this. So we have blah 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 blah. I think we just start with these for now, like these three. So here in P rate and P growth. Let's go again. No. Scenario is input budget. This is y, I, and values. We have the same name here. As yeah. Skin. Yeah. Scenarios. What's this for? Skin on. I think this matters. So we are in the server. No, I don't think I need those. Ugh. Let's see if there's something else I want to do now. Take that out. Oops. Okay, this reload. Why doesn't it start? It should be here when it reloads. Like, I'm just wondering why is it not. It's so centered on this one. So what next? I'm gonna end stream actually here. It's kind of like a natural spot to end. I did nice progress overall, even though I had just one thing that like left to figure out, but yeah, I guess it's something simple, I hope.